Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul, and I am a nerd, and you are lucky enough to be here for the Tabs3 virtual user group from Attorney Computer Systems for the month of July in the year of 2019, where today we are talking about AR as of a certain date. We've been waiting for it forever. Mary Jo is going to talk to you about the ramifications and show you how to do it, and some enhancements that have been made to the DFIC, which stands for Data File Integrity Check. And so now, without too much further ado, I'm going to attempt to press the right buttons. It seems as if my keyboard is not reacting. Perhaps that was what was making the funny noises, Mary Jo. And I'm going to get us into tabs, and Mary Jo is going to request keyboard and mouse so that she can take over and tell us all about printing an AR as of a certain point.
Yes, so when they announced this earlier this year at the Software Technology Forum that we were finally going to be able to print accounts receivable by any date that we want, I think I squealed louder than anybody else in the room. This has been something that we have long wanted. So as of now, or before this release, if we didn't print our AR report as of the last day of the month or the last day of the quarter or the last day of the year or whenever it was that we wanted that cutoff, we lost that capability. It was past. You're going to get everything that has happened since. If you happen to bill or you happen to put payments in, our AR had changed, and then we get the current AR, and that's how the system had been forever. Now, with the latest release of version 19, so we always do software technology releases, these smaller releases throughout that adds things or, does little bug fixes if they find them, that kind of thing. But in the latest release, I want to say it came out at the end of April, the ability to print the AR from any date is now there. So if you want to find out if you are on that release, the easiest way, I think, is to go into an AR report, and you can see if you have the button here on the Options tab to print the historic AR, and it is only in Platinum, so I am sorry if you do not have Platinum, you don't have this version and you can't squeal with me yet. But if you do have Platinum, you are able to say whether you want to go back and show this AR as of a previous date. So we are in test data. Our system thinks currently right now that it is 11/17. I don't even know if we have test data prior to that. So I'm just going to put in 11/14 just to give you an idea of, what happens when you pick this. Oops, oh yeah, it's 14. It's that old of data. So let's just say okay and hit preview. And I'll just show you that now it's just going to go ahead and print it as of whatever that date is, and the report date up here will change to that date. So if you wanted to go print this from, January 31st of this year, you could do that. If you wanted to do it for the end of first quarter, March 31st, you can do that. So huge benefit here for this. You're not going to lose that capability anymore, which is just awful if you've already done things and you can't get it back. Now you can go back and print that at any time. So take advantage of that. Getting the updates is easy. It's just a download and it gets installed. We can help you with that if you need it. You can go to your help about Tabs3 and you can see what release you are on. It will tell you the release date, the version right here, and it will also tell you the release date that you are on. And I want to say, I want to say it was like April 24th is when this came out and was released. So if you have anything after April and you go to AR and you see that, you've got it. If you don't see the button, then all you need to do is go to help and then check for updates. Now, this is something that if you are on Platinum, updates do need to be installed on the server to get that. So it is something you may need to get your IT person or us involved with, but we're happy to help you. It's so worth this feature alone. There's some other things that were released as well, but this is a huge step for all you accounting billing geeks out there like me. Yeah, squeal with me, because this has been something we've all long wanted for a long time. Paul?
Awesome. And so we might take a moment just to talk about the fact that if you do go into help and look at what's new, we now get into release notes. So you can tell exactly what release it came out in. Yep, 424, there it is, historic detail and summary and accounts receivable reports. So that's also a good way to take a look at where something came out and what version you needed to be on in order to get that functionality. Now I'm going to talk about another thing that I believe came out in this last release. Yep, same version. It's the new DFIC. Now, there a couple enhancements have been made. So let's get in there. First off, if you don't know what DFIC means, it stands for Data File Integrity Check. And if you want to get to it quickly and you're in version 19 and have this search bar, you can simply type DFIC, or you could type data space, and basically you're looking for the Data File Integrity Check. Now, for those of you who, you get a little disclaimer that says, hey, this is to help you detect problems, but you still need to solve the problems. After that disclaimer, those of you that have seen this before, you'll recognize right away that this is a new screen. We do still have the ability to run a full scan or a limited scan. A full scan is going to be the only one that's going to allow you to make corrections to problems that it finds. So unless you have a reason not to, we always recommend the full scan. Now, the reason not to might simply be that people are in the software, because a full scan does require exclusive access to the software. You cannot do this while other people are in there. And if there are people in there, it'll simply tell you, hey, you can't do this till later. You can either kick them out now and I'll wait, or you can come back later. Another thing that you'll notice right out of the box when you come into this screen, especially if you've been here before, is that we now can see when our last completed check was, the date and time, how many seconds it took, and how many errors it found. And we have this ability now to view the log. So if I go back in through the log, I will see the exact error report that I saw before. Now, those of you that have done this before, you know that that report, when you run the full scan, is going to allow you to click on certain lines and go straight to the record that is a problem. Viewing the log will not give you that functionality. That functionality requires that you rerun the data file integrity check in an exclusive mode in order to get back to that report. So this view log is nice because it will show you the report from the last time. And in a minute, I'll show you how to get other previous reports. It does store up to 5 of them. But it's not the same version of the report that gives you that interactivity that you get when the full scan is run. Now, the other major difference in the DFIC is that it has been greatly enhanced from a speed standpoint, particularly in regard to machines that are running Platinum SQL mode. So I can run a full scan, an exclusive full scan, in about 3 seconds on my sample data. I won't say that it took all that much longer before, but it was certainly a lot longer than 3 seconds. I want to say it took about a minute or 2 to run before, and now it's doing it in 3 seconds. Now, when you do get into this data file integrity check, if you have found something that you're going to be able to fix by clicking on the record, you have these interactive hyperlinks by just hovering over the line in question and clicking, you will be taken to the underlying record to fix whatever the problem is. So here's a situation where the client is requiring task billing, but somehow this fee record got in without a phase task and an activity code, which of course is what's necessary for task-based billing. And so by clicking on it, I'm given the opportunity to go back in and change it. That's not quite so significant for that one, but there are some of these errors that you will see that will, I didn't mean to do that. Let me get back to the report. There are some of these errors that the best and quickest way to get to the underlying record is to simply go through the report. Now, I could have gotten to that fee record pretty easily because I can see what the reference number is. I can see it's client ID 1.00, reference 4. That just means I can go straight to that record. But clicking this, of course, is going to get me there too. So to summarize, the 2 things that have changed significantly are the speed of the report. So it now runs significantly faster, and that is huge because sometimes these reports can take hours to run, and if you've just done an update and you've got data file integrity errors and you just want to get to where you can fix them, waiting 2 hours is a long time. And you can see the reports. So as I showed before, when you're back at this screen, you have this view log to see the last report. Now, I did tell you that it's storing the last 5. So if you go into into view, log files, and then the support log, and as long as one of the features that you're running it for, whether you're running it for all or specific, as long as one of them is data file integrity check, then when you get to the underlying log report, the support log report, which I will preview, you will then have, for those data file integrity check runs, you'll have a view link for each of the ones that was run before after the program change was implemented. Now, you don't have one here because the report that was run here is identical to the report that you would get here, but this report's different. So I'm seeing my last 3 data file integrity checks, and 2 of them have unique reports that I can view through here, and I can see up to 5 of those reports through the support log. So to summarize, how do you get back there? If we go to the support log, which is view, let's just start at the beginning, view, log files, support log, or typing support log over here. I'm already headed in an old-fashioned way. And then as long as one of the features that you're doing the support log for is the data file integrity check, it could be all of them that you're seeing, but as long as one is, then you're going to see those reports when you go and view the underlying report. Over here on the right has a hyperlink next to the DFIC check. And then to summarize this part of it here, when you come into data file integrity check, you now have the speed and you now have the ability to see that last log right there. And that's that. That's our bug for today. It was a quick one, 2 very simple topics, but new features that are very, very, very cool. 3 varies, right, Mary Jo, we decided? Okay, good. Next month, we are going to talk about e-filing 1099s, feature that came out just before the end of the year last year, so a lot of people didn't get a chance to try this in time, or maybe they didn't get updated in time. And another feature that came out recently that allows you to omit billing statement comments, fee entry comments in the transaction file list. I'll be taking that topic. Mary Jo will be taking the e-file of the 1099s topic. And of course, it just wouldn't be a live event from Attorney Computer Systems if I didn't take you to attorneycomputersystems.com, keeping in mind my emphasis on that S, that second S. I guess it's that third S in the word systems, because without it, you won't get to the right place, attorneycomputersystems.com. And if you click on videos, if you hover, you'll get a list, but if you click on it, you'll get a bigger list. So I'm going to click on the word videos, and I'm going to be taken to a list of all our video titles. We have 6 of them. 4 of them are live events. You are in the TABS virtual user group meeting right now. We also have virtual user group meetings as of right now for Practice Master and for World Docs. And we have our live Coffee Pot webinar series. That's where I invite somebody in from a company that has a product that offers an enhancement or a value add to one of the core products, TABS, Practice Master, or World Docs. And we ask them about their product. We have them demonstrate it. We talk about pricing. And it's just a good way to learn about things that are out there that can help you enhance your experience in using Tabs3, Practice Master, or World Docs. And then in addition to the 4 live events, we also have 2 pre-recorded video titles. Mary Jo has her eBytes video series where she takes a topic. We take something really cool that we think we can explain to you in 2 minutes or less. And Mary Jo will talk about that one feature. She records one of these for Tabs, one for Practice Master, or one for World Docs each month. So there are a lot of them out there. And then we also have our longer format Paul and Mary Jo show. It's kind of the same idea. We take something significant, but in this instance, it's something that's going to take longer to explain. And these videos will sometimes last 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes. And it's usually something that takes a deeper dive, takes a bit more explanation than one of the eByte titles. So if we were to drill into one of these, let's go into the Tabs3 virtual user group meeting. Click on more info. You will find, since this is a live event, we have information on, wait for it, Patty may be modifying this page right now, so I'm going to wait just a second, and if it doesn't come up, we're going to go back and we're going to try a different live title, which I think is what I'm going to do. I think we've caught the website just when that page is being updated. There we go. So this is Practice Master, same sort of thing. You'll find, of course, the title of the particular video series, a description of that video series, and then since it's a live event, we have information on the next event. This is our Practice Master Virtual User Group meeting, which will be held in about a half an hour, 40 minutes. These are the topics we'll be covering. We don't have links to register anymore. You simply fill out your information here, click the register button, and you will get an email. Keep in mind, we can't send you that email and we can't send you that link. It comes from Zoom, who is our webinar provider. So if you have any trouble with this, you can let us know and we can resend the email, but we can't send you the link directly. We have to go into Zoom and do it. So give us time. If you find that you didn't get that email, let us know as soon as possible so we can get it to you before the actual event. Then as you scroll down, what you'll find is pre-recorded, the recorded versions of all the other times we've had the Practice Master Virtual User Group meeting. So you'll find that there are literally, somewhere between 800 and 900 videos on our website. And I believe we have at least 100 Practice Master Virtual User Group meetings. So lots and lots of content. Feel free to browse through it. We also have a search button up here at the top where you can type whatever it is that you're looking for and get straight to that. But these videos are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Please take advantage of them. There is absolutely no cost to use them, and they're there for you. And that's it for today. Everybody have a good rest of the day, rest of the month, and we will see you in July. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.